Bridgewater Plaza, where we are in memory and in mourning of the two WDBJ7 anchors, Alison and Adam, who lost their life yesterday at the hands of a man who obviously had some confusion at that time. But I wanted to talk to you, Phyllis, about your job and about Remax opening up your doors to all this publicity. And what do you think this is going to do for the lake coming around?
Well, I think when tragic things like this happen, I think it brings your community together. You know, we obviously had a strong leader, Vicki Gardner, that has promoted this lake, and everyone at the chamber that works with her, and you know, we have been praying for her, and you know, our hearts go out to the journalists' families. And also, you know, I even thought about last night how the parents of Vester's, Flanagan's parents must feel when you've raised a child and you know, they evidently have you know, problems, and they're not willing to come to you and share that with you, and then they go and do something so tragic, and it changes so many people's lives. But you know, out of the bad, a lot of good comes, and I think, for me personally, I think, you know, above all things, I think people start talking to God. I think they start saying, you know, maybe why God, or thank you God that Vicki survived this, and you know, praying for the parents of all these people and the families and what they're going through, the fiancés of these two young people. And so I always see the good out of the bad, and I see that people start turning more towards God too, and asking, you know, why God, please, you know, please help me, you know, get through my hard times, or just, you know, I see that it pulls a community together. I went to a vigil last night for everyone involved in this tragic incident, but you know, I also see that it also brings people together.
It does. Phyllis, thank you for mentioning Vicki Gardner. She's doing well.
From what we hear, she is in stable condition. She had surgery, and everything we've heard is positive. You know, just my prayers go out to her and Tim. You know, just to witness something so tragic, you know, is horrific. I mean, I just can't even imagine. But I know Vicki is a strong person. She is a leader, and you know, we know she'll make a full recovery, and she'll come back strong. She will not let that evil, you know, stop her from being the leader that she is.
So we're celebrating 60 years?
50.
50 years of the lake's
Anniversary.
Road, and all the good that comes here. We have the charity home tour coming up.
We do. We have so many great things around this lake, and you know, and of course, I think this incident made us all realize that when you're sitting there watching the news, that this could happen in any small town. You know, we're kind of maybe a step higher than Mayberry, you know, but the people here are just, yeah, down to earth and friendly and accommodating. You know, we've also realized what these journalists go through. You know, you're sitting watching the news on TV, and you know, all of a sudden last night I realized, I thought, you know, if it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't know what's going on around the whole world. So, but around the lake, there's so many great things. Real estate has been tremendous this year. The prices are good, interest rates, but there's so many fun things that, and actually Vicki Gardner's a big part of that, because the chamber really promotes this area and all the events. I mean, they do Fall Festival, they do Pirates Day, they do the Wine Festival, they do all these different things. And we have so many organizations around the lake that are here to help our families, like the Agape Center, Lake Christian Ministries. There's Helping Hands in Rocky Mount. We have one of our agents, Katina Wright. She's always out helping the homeless. I don't know how many times she's out, you know, helping people, and you know, Facebooking and doing stuff. We have so many good people and good things, and I think for us, that's why, you know, we will be okay, and you know, people are still going to love Smith Mountain Lake. This was not a Smith Mountain Lake incident. It was someone that was sad and hurt and just out of their mind, and for reason they didn't get help. They just chose to take 2 other young people's lives, and that's something we can't